Good evening, South Tama Trojan fans. Welcome to another night of basketball with us here on Trojan Country. Tonight we are live from the STC Round House, as you can see. I'm Darvin Graham, and I'm joined by my co-host this evening, Keith Kiana. Keith, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing really good, Darvin. Nice weekend playing ahead, and look forward to see the girls in action again tonight.
We've got a full crowd making their way into the Roundhouse here tonight. We've got the girls, the basketball cheerleading program is doing their youth spotlight program this evening, so that always draws a little extra, but also a decent-sized crowd from the Benton Bobcats as well on the visitors' side. So today, South Tama girls hosting the number 4 ranked Benton Bobcats, number 4 in Class 3A. They're 12-2 coming into this one. South Tama 1-14. Last we saw the South Tama Trojans, they were losing a close one to the Meskwaki Warriors over on the Meskwaki Settlement on Monday, and lost a close one, or not a close one, but lost a conference match against the Clear Creek Amana Clippers on Tuesday. The final there was 75-14, and so that kind of brings us up to today. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Weber's, Mark Weston Hoyer Law, S&S Car Wash, Medicap Pharmacy, Iowa Premium, Mercy Care Tama, and the Tama Pump. And so we're going to take a little bit of a break and then come back with the rest of our pregame show here live from the Roundhouse. The JV teams are playing currently on the court. South Tama trailing 55-32 in this JV match. So we'll be back after this. We've got varsity coming up in about, I would say, 20 minutes. And we'll be back with a more look at this matchup and some more pregame show after this. You're listening to Trojan Country.
Tomorrow's your day. Standing on the levee, and it gives and falls away. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let go. When your chances seem worthless indeed, someone throws you a line, says, sink, brother, sink or swim. Yeah. You swim all night, you float all day, telling yourself there's got to be some other way. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let. We won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I found this key to a falling dream. I was on the side of the loser's team. Yeah. Someone tells you the ball's all yours, then they take down all the bank boys and put locks on all the doors. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let go. You've been searching for the road that has no end. You're one step closer to the light up around the bend. Yeah, all of a sudden, it's near the dawn. I stop and look around me, and they're all gone. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let go. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let go. Come on, people, let go. Ow. Oh, you got it now. Go. You know you gotta let go.
Welcome back, South Tama Trojan fans. We're live from the STC Round House this evening for Trojan Country Basketball. Coming onto the court is the Little Trojans cheer program. They're going to do a performance for the home crowd here. So if the we'll see how the huddle camera picks them up on the full court here, but we should get some cute little kid cheerleader action here in a few moments. And unfortunately, I don't have a microphone down close to their where they're positioned, so it might be hard to hear them, but got a nice-sized group coming up to entertain the crowd this evening. If you're just tuning in, it's South Tama girls hosting the Benton Bobcats this evening. South Tama coming in 1-14. The Bobcats 12-2 overall. This is the first time this season the two teams have met, and they'll have one more at the last week of the regular season before things kick into gear for postseason play. So they'll have a rematch, just hasn't come around yet. Meanwhile, the boys over in Van Horn taking on the Bobcat boys team. If you want to check out that broadcast, look up Bobcats Cast on YouTube. They've got their huddle camera working over there. We'll grab some score updates from that game as well and keep you updated on what's happening with the boys team. But if you want to check them out, please do so. All right, here we go. Look at that, they're covering the whole court. That's great. How many kids? Okay, let's count how many kids we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say upwards of 50 to 60 kids out there by my rudimentary counting. The STC basketball cheer program led by Coach Morgan McFate. We got a couple more routines to get through here. Got a special all-stater, very, I don't know, what do you want to say, a famous South Tama alum, but we got Maddie Byer in the house. All-stater here at South Tama, went on to a great career at the Iowa State Cyclones. I believe her younger brother's playing the pep band tonight, so she's coming to support family. Always great to see some accomplished basketball players come back home and support what's going on here in 2022-23. Once the cheerleaders finish up here, we're going to have a 15-minute warm-up, and then we'll have varsity action coming your way. Also have South Tama's pep band set up and ready to go this evening. So kind of a full slate of activities here at the Round House. They're peeling off the court now. Great job, little cheerleaders. All right, we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors. After a word from our sponsors with the pregame show, you're listening to Trojan Country. Thanks for joining us here this evening.
Medicap Pharmacy in Toledo offers free medication packaging and free delivery to surrounding areas. With convenient drive-up service and hours on Saturday morning, Medicap Pharmacy is always there for you. Visit with pharmacist Derek Townsend and his team by calling 484-6198 or stop by their location across from Fairway in Toledo. Medicap Pharmacy, locally owned and expertly operated. Sharn Weber's in Toledo serves central and northeast Iowa with the latest in heating and cooling systems, water softeners, plumbing and electrical installation, as well as expert service and repair. As a family-owned hallmark business from the South Tama community, Sharn Weber's is proud to support Trojan spirit on the field, on the stage, on the court, or in the classroom. When the job needs done, call Scharnwebers at 800-542-7980. As partners in the community, Salt Creek Wind Project is committed to supporting Tama County's growth in a way that benefits all residents. Construction on the project will bring hundreds of new opportunities for Tama County's workforce and will allow workers to gain valuable, transferable skills. Hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue generated by the project will help improve county services such as schools, roads, and emergency response. And the clean, emission-free power generated will support a more reliable delivery system in the county and beyond. To learn more about Salt Creek Wind or to join our coalition of supporters, visit saltcreekwindproject.com. Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home in Tama is locally owned and operated, serving Tama, Toledo, and the surrounding areas. Cruzy Phillips offers both traditional and cremation services at the time of need, as well as pre-planned arrangements that give you and your family peace of mind. Through competent professionalism, the staff at Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home serves families with compassion and respect for their needs and wishes. That's why they offer services with unique options and attention to every detail. Obituaries and funeral home information can be found online at cruzy-phillips.com or by calling 641-484-3400.
We believe it.
Welcome back live from STC. South Tama and Benton community in action this evening. I'm Darvin Graham. I'm joined by Keith Kiana tonight. We'll be with you live on the call. Keith, you've had a good opportunity the last this week to get an eye on South Tama girls. What are some things you're kind of looking for from this South Tama team tonight? They're going to be a heavy underdog against the Benton Bobcats. But what are some things that you might hope to see from South Tama?
I just like to see them hustle and get back on defense, get their transition game under control, be smart with the basketball. I know that's a tough topic to talk about given the amount of turnovers that the girls have this year, but they're just to be smart with the basketball. And the number one thing is don't give up.
Right.
Play hard to the end. It's gonna be tough mentally at times, but knowing that you played your heart out and left it on the court is just as a good feeling as it is as a win. So
absolutely,
especially against a top-ranked team like the Benton Bobcats. So to play hard against one of the top teams in 3A is will be a good feeling for the girls.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as with anything, you kind of know if you left everything out on the court, or if maybe you didn't have your best effort that evening, and that's all these athletes can kind of hope for is to just have a night where they can feel like they can compete hard and do their best. So we hope to see that from both sides tonight. Taking a little bit of a look at this Benton Bobcat team coming into their WaMaC schedule, the first time South Tama has faced Benton this season. They're number 4 currently in Class 3A. They're 12-2. Head coach is Jeff Zittergren. And they're currently ranked second. They're in the standings, ranked second in a very stacked WaMaC West, although they've beaten the top-ranked Clear Creek Amana Clippers already once this season. I'm not sure if they've split or not. I would guess that they have one more game to play yet. The losses came. Well, no, excuse me. So no, they've split with CCA. So the losses have came against CCA and against Solon, who is, I think, ranked second in Class 3A as well. And both of those were very uncharacteristic final scores anyway. Of course, I didn't see those games, but both of those games finished in the 30s for a high caliber for two high caliber teams. That's quite an interesting outcome there. Last year, the Bobcats were a state quarterfinalist in Class 3A. They ultimately lost to Dallas Center Grimes in the state tournament, but bring a lot of state-level experience into this season with a roster that is dominated by upperclassmen, mostly a big junior class with a couple of seniors that are key contributors as well. Notably, their leading scorer, Jenna Tweet, she's a 5'9" senior guard. She's the only Bobcat currently averaging double figures, but she's averaging 18.7 points per game. Currently ranks top 5 in Class 3A in field goal attempts and in free throw percentage. So she's taken a lot of shots. She's getting to the line a lot. Also of note, junior McKenna Kramer, when you're kind of sizing up the Bobcats individually across Class 3A, she also ranks in the top 5 in three-pointers made. And so some shooting in the toolkit for the Bobcats, and some players that have been battle tested and have seen tough competition and been in big games. So we'll see how that kind of unfolds against South Tama tonight in a situation where they're expected to be a heavy favorite. And, sometimes teams get caught sleeping a little bit against South Tama in the past few years when we've been down, and the record kind of indicates one thing, but when you come to play, it might be another thing entirely. So we will see how that kind of plays out tonight. In most recent competition, the Benton Bobcats defeated Center Point Urbana. That was on Tuesday. They won that one 46-38. Jenna Tweed in that one led her team, the only player in double figures again. She had 23. Emma Townsley also had a nice game in that one. She had 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And so that's kind of a look at the Bobcats. And having a look at them as they're warming up, they look like a lot of other WaMaC caliber teams. They're athletic, they're long, they seem confident, and should make for a tough night for South Tama, but that has yet to kind of be determined. And meanwhile, over on the South Tama side, Trojans 1-14 on their season. They're coached by Dina Kiana and Marcia Kiana. In their last game, they lost 75-14 to Clear Creek Amana. That was on Tuesday. In that one, Sienna Defoe, Arrow Lions each had 4 points, and Kayla Heck, Takaya Rosenberger, and Belle Johansson had 2 points in a game against another ranked WaMaC team over in Clear Creek Amana, over by Amana. There you go. And so, a tough WaMaC schedule continues, and we'll have more of that here. Meanwhile, the boys got a big win against Meskwaki Settlement on Monday. They took, last I checked, I didn't have stats from that game, so I wasn't sure exactly how it all played out, but they took Clear Creek Amana down to the wire. Was it was within a 10-point margin. South Tama ended up losing in that one, but not the outcome I think any of us was expecting. I don't know. Let's see if we can get some stats pulled up here real quick. Yeah. Still nothing from South Tama. So it looks like South Tama won the first and the third quarter. If you're looking at scoring, it was very tight within a 1 to 2 point margin in each quarter. The Trojans outscored CCA 14-13 in the first. They trailed CCA 19-18 in scoring in the second quarter. They outscored them in the third again, scoring 15 points to Clear Creek Amana's 13. But then it was the fourth quarter where CCA kind of put the gas pedal down and scored 24 to South Tama's 14. And that's really what we've been talking about, Keith, all season long with the Trojans, fatigue and how to really finish a game.
Yep.
But a really encouraging finish there. They've got one more time where they're going to play Clear Creek Amana. So you hope you can kind of take some things away from a game like that and bring them into the next game down the road. I don't know. Do you recall? I know it's been a few years since you were on the court with South Tama, but do you recall what it was like to kind of play a team twice in a season? Were you able to kind of game plan or make adjustments between game 1 and game 2 to kind of attack a team differently?
Yeah, from my recollection, we would have a scouting report on them the first time, and then we'd play that game, and then when the time came around, we did make adjustments. We'd watch film on them from our previous game and then their last game before they played against us. So it is kind of a weird thing to play the same guys twice in a season, but and you can have a totally different game personally.
Yeah.
The second time around, because I remember I experienced this myself. I had a really great game against Clear Creek Amana back in my junior season, and had a decent stat line. Came back, played at home, and I was not very good. So they make adjustments too on you. They scout you out. They know how to change their game plan, and the second time around is a lot tougher on both sides. So So yeah.
All right, here's your starters. Keith, if you want to give us our starters for this evening here.
Yeah, so they just announced the Benton starters, so I will start with them. Starting for the Benton Bobcats is a 5'8" junior guard, number 3, Emma Townsley, excuse me. 5'10" junior forward, number 10, Piper Nelson. 5'8" junior guard, number 12, McKenna Kramer. 5'9" senior guard, 21, Jenna Tweet. the 5'8" junior forward, Zoe Yunge. And for South Tama, 5'8" sophomore forward, number 4, Jeanette Cervantes. 5'8" junior forward, number 5, Kayla Heck. 5'5" junior guard, number 14, Takaya Rosenberger. 5'7" senior forward, number 22, Emma Harwick. And center, 5'7", senior, 40, Arrow Lions.
All right, we'll be right back while we have the national anthem. You're listening to Trojan Country. Thanks for joining us.
Mr. Mike Carnahan. Should I hold you? Try to mold you? Or can you feel it? Take me home. Oh, yeah. Take me home. All the lies you told. Is it indecision?
All right, once again, thank you to our sponsors. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Weber's, Mark West and Hoyer Law, S&S Car Wash, Medicamp Pharmacy, Iowa Premium, Mercy Care Tama, and the Tama Pump. So we are ready for tip-off here from the Roundhouse. South Tama and Benton Community facing off again for the Trojans. It's going to be Jeanette Cervantes, Kayla Heck, Takaya Rosenberger, Emma Harwick, and Arrow Lions. Cervantes will be at the circle against Piper Nelson for the tip. And we're ready to go. Bobcats win the tip, and off we go. It's going to be Jenna Tweet running the point, swinging it out. Three-pointer is no good for Zoe Jungi. And so South Tama will have a look here on offense. Kayla Heck picked up the dribble near the free throw line, almost traveled, but saved the possession there. Rosenberger to Harwick. She pulls around, has a hand in her face there from McKenna Kramer. Kayla Heck guarded by Tweet. Inside the Lions. Give and go with Cervantes. Lions. Bank shot, not there.
I liked that offensive set early.
That was aggressive,
That was
yeah.
a great offensive set. It got ball moving around a little bit. Had
Focused.
Bobcats a little off balance.
Yep. Feels like South Tama's coming out with a little bit of a purpose here in the first quarter and these first couple of exchanges. I do hope that continues here for STC. A foul is called against the Trojans. It's going to be on Kayla Heck. Her first, team first. Kramer, the three-point shooter, gets it down low to Nelson in the post. And Lions clears it out.
It's a good hit contest there by Takaya Rosenberger. I don't think if she comes over, that's a made layup for the
Yep.
Bobcats. And still scoreless.
Heck from the point. Cervantes tried to get it over the defense, but it got picked away by Tweet. Long pass, also altered by South Tama. Now here's Tweet guarded by Heck, going to the left, and easy bank shot from the left side. Jenna Tweet for two. First points of the day go to the Bobcats. Here's South Tama trying to kind of skyhook it over the defense a couple of times here, and got to be careful not to make those a little too loose. Long two-pointer there by Tweet. She's got 4. No, excuse me, that was a 3. A steal and a bucket. Emma Townsley finishing it off at the rim. The bucket and the foul.
They got Kaya Rosenberger there with the foul. That is also her first.
Into the game for Benton is Aubrey Kelly and Addison Phillips.
And just like that, you can see how fast Benton can get out and run. This girls' team can put up points fast, and just like that, it's 7-0.
Yeah, it feels like they're on a downhill slope right from the half-court line the last couple of times. Rosenberger, off-balance shot. Loose ball gets picked up near the half-court line by Arrow Lions. Nice pass there. Rosenberger found Harwick down low, but it just got stripped away by Aubrey Kelly. And a three-pointer. This time it's Townsley from 3. And a timeout. As South Tama yet to get a bucket, and Benton Community looking comfortable here on a Friday night in Tama. Boys game not yet started. They're just announcing starters, so that one should be underway here in a moment. That's Benton and South Tama facing off over in Van Horn. Trojans with the ball. Jeanette Cervantes from the baseline heaves it into the middle of the court. Loose ball scramble. Picked up and stolen away. Nelson had a hand on it, but Rosenberger came in. Rosenberger with the turnover. She tried to find Heck down low, and the pass was just a little too hard and went out of bounds. Now Townsley bringing it up. Gives it to Phillips. Townsley right around Lyons, but she's going to be called for traveling.
There's a nice cut there by Emma Townsley. She just pass was just a little too hard, and she was going at full speed, and one too many steps led to travel.
McKenna Kramer and Jada Lyons check into the game. So Benton kind of moving in twos here in their rotation. Another steal on the South Tama end. Kramer got it away from Rosenberger. Now they're back on the half court here. Three-pointer is good for Jenna Tweet. She's got 2 of those. And it's 13-0. Benton Community in charge here in this first quarter. Cervantes trying to get it down low to Harwick, but Harwick wasn't even looking in that direction. Benton throws it away on their end. Arrow Lions with the steal. Lions lofts it over to Cervantes. And now Benton coming up the other way. Kramer for 3, open look, hard off the rim. Harwick tracks it down. A little basket toss over to Rosenberger. Lions guarded by Phillips. Trojans still working it around the perimeter here. Goes out of bounds, but South Tama kind of a different looking set than what we saw against Meskwaki. I'm not sure, kind of what they came out with against Clear Creek and Man on Tuesday, but definitely a different kind of look than what we saw against the Warriors.
Yeah, they're bringing bringing everybody almost out towards the 3-point line. Even Arrow Lions, who's the post player, as there's a steal.
2 steals, both teams with passes that get intercepted, but it ends up with Zoe Jungi finishing it up underneath the hoop for 2. 15-0, Sierra Capello into the game for South Tama. And a jump ball. We're going to have a get to know the athlete interview with Capello and Elena Ignawana at halftime, so stick around for that. We've got that coming your way. Into the game for South Tama, Sienna Defoe will join Lions down low. Here's Kramer guarded by Cervantes. Cervantes pokes it away. We go to the corner. Now Kramer for 3, long 3-pointer, and it's good. McKenna Kramer gets her first bucket tonight, and it's from way downtown. 18-0. Benton Community in control here. Foul on the Bobcats. It's going to be against Aubrey Kelly. That'll be her first. Capello into the lane. Saves her loose, saved the air ball, but it went right back to the Benton Bobcats. Townsley to Kramer. And out of bounds, last touch by Benton. Tweet coming back into the game for Kelly. Capello into the lane again, this time on the left side, and she's called for traveling. Minute 43 to go here in the first quarter. South Tama yet to get a bucket. And Benton Community for their, and there's a strip away by Townsley who just took it out of the air from Capello. And it'll be a foul against South Tama after that exchange. Foul goes against Sierra Capello. And she's going to pick up another one. Yeah.
2 quick ones.
So Capello into foul trouble here in the first quarter. Coming in off the bench tonight. As Coach Dina kind of working different rotations. Lions checks out of the game for Piper Nelson. Free throw is good for, who do we have that on? Steal by Kramer on the South Tama end. Pass lofted up the court. Offensive foul called against, no, this has been out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Trojans. Here's Takai Rosenberger working against McKenna Kramer. Now Defoe from the right corner. Bounces it into Lions. Lions shot up against Jungi is off the mark. Nelson tracks down the loose ball. And that'll create an open look for Jenna Tweet. She'll fire a 3. Jungi the rebound. In the corner. Tweet. Some contact there. On the zone defense by Jeanette Cervantes, and she'll be whistled for a foul. First one on Jeanette Cervantes.
Already up to 5 team fouls in this first half. Getting close to that number already.
Townsley from the top. Kramer for 3, and it's good. And that's really been the, it really hasn't felt like, I've seen more dominant performances against South Tama. I wouldn't call what Benton is doing dominant, but they're making all their darn threes, and those add up in a hurry. And that's kind of what I think we're seeing in this first quarter here.
Yes, they're not really like dominating on both ends. They're just hitting their shots when they're open and taking smart three-pointers and taking advantage of the open looks.
Tweet from the left draws a foul as she went up. It's going to be against Sienna Defoe. First one on Defoe, now 6 for the Trojans, sending Jenna Tweet to the line. As it was a shooting foul, she buries the first one. And the second, so she's up to 10, leading all scorers through 1 quarter of play. We will go to the second quarter with Benton Community up big, 26-0. Live from the STC Round House. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this.
Located in the heart of corn and cattle country, Iowa Premium procures and processes only corn-fed Black Angus cattle that come hand-selected from family farms in Iowa and neighboring states. As Tama County's largest employer, the team at Iowa Premium are an anchor, not only in the beef industry, but throughout eastern and central Iowa. Iowa Premium, a national beef company. S&S Car Wash provides both automatic and hand wash services as well as detailing for your vehicle. S&S Car Wash, your local car wash destination with convenient locations in Toledo and Tama.
All right, to start quarter number 2 on the court for the Bobcats, it's Townsley and Kelly, Phillips, Lyons, and Tweet. For the Trojans, Takai Rosenberger, Sienna Defoe, Arrow Lyons, Kayla Heck gets the inbound pass there from Jeanette Cervantes. Trojans down 26-0, looking to just get a bucket here. Try and find a rhythm. Cervantes passes to Lyons. Lyons, long jumper, not there. And the give and go from Tweet to Kelly. Kelly, an open look underneath. Good touch and finished off from the right side underneath the hoop. Now 28. Rosenberger, hard shot from the free throw line. Heck the rebound, and Kayla Heck will score first for South Tama. Now here's Kelly from the 3. And Lyons the rebound. South Tama coming up the other way. Defoe, guarded by Tweet, gets it inside to Lyons. Lyons just going to take a shot from just beyond the free throw line. Tweet went out of bounds to save it, but it will be called out into the game for the Trojans. Zierra Capeu and Azalee Morgan checking in for Rosenberger and Cervantes. Morgan's come on a little bit here as a freshman, getting some time with the varsity squad. We didn't see her in the first half of the season, but in the last week or so, she's joined this varsity team. And here she is, top of the key, gives it off to Heck. Heck from the elbow. Jumper's no good. Townsley the rebound. Quick down the court.
I think that's where Benton has the advantage. They can get down the court in a hurry.
Yeah, their passing is really strong.
Yep.
I mean, you can tell probably the strength training that goes into that. And there's Townsley for 2 from the right side. Having a nice night. And Coach Dina calls a timeout. South Tama trailing 30-2 here in the second quarter, just early in this second quarter. Keith, you want to grab that score from the boys' game? We actually have a final score for you from Van Horn, the varsity boys. I'm not sure exactly. they must have had the sub-varsity games either canceled or I'm not sure what. Because usually the freshmen have been playing in front of the varsity team for South Tama as the JV team kind of discontinued their season before Christmas. But I'm not sure. So they must have had something go on where the varsity teams were able to get on the court early. And South Tama taking the loss in that one.
The final score was Benton 66, South Tama 38, and there are no stats uploaded into Varsity Bound just yet. They got that score in fast if they had that game early. So that's tough. I really thought the boys would have a decent chance against a struggling boys team in Benton. After a solid performance on Tuesday.
Yep.
But I guess it wasn't. Benton must have came out with a little fire in them and caught the Trojans.
Here's Lions. Shot from the middle. No good. And Aubrey Kelly covered up by Trojans there. She's trying to come away with the rebound. Be a foul on Kayla Heck. Second personal for Heck. And now 17 fouls. So Kelly will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And so Benton, sitting in the middle of the WaMaC West, 4-9 overall, 4-6 in conference play. So not a super dominant campaign thus far for the Bobcats, but they get it done against South Tama this evening nonetheless. Here's Zierra Capeyu with the ball, giving it off to Lions. Three-pointer for Arrow Lions. Not there. Phillips the rebound for Benton. And quickly the Bobcats, they throw it away as they got a little far out ahead of themselves. Jungi just had to throw it back in bounds right to the Trojans defense. Defoe, guarded by Phillips. Lions again. Again, I'd like to see a few more passes maybe.
Yes, I agree
before
with you,
some
Darvin.
of those shots come or just thrown up. A missed three-pointer that went or maybe around the rim twice before coming out, and then the putback cleanup for two.
Really like to see South Tama get back into those offensive sets we saw at the beginning of the game, where they got good post touches, cutting, just like there by Kayla Heck, and she's calling for it.
Heck, shot off the mark. Aubrey Kelly the rebound for Benton. Kramer down low. Nice passing sequence there from the Bobcats. Jungi will draw the foul and will go up to the line for two. Fouls on Arrow Lions, her first. Now the 8th team foul against the Trojans. And Jungi is good for the first. Tweet and Phillips go to the bench for the Bobcats. Jungi 1 of 1. Kelly tracks down the rebound, and the Bobcats with another sequence here. Townsley from 3. Hard off the rim. It was Lions to get the rebound. Got another 2 offensive rebounds there for Jada Lions, and now Townsley charges into the lane and gets some contact and will go up for more free throws.
You can see it. The height difference, the height advantage that the Bobcats have is showing right there on that possession with 3 offensive rebounds in a row. And for that, all you got to do is box out. And right now, the Trojans aren't really doing that right now.
Yep. Townsley good on the first. And that's 3 personal fouls against Sierra Capeu. Townsley good on the second as well. Rosenberger trying to force it down low to Morgan. A foul will be called, but some aggressive defense there by the Bobcats. 36-2 as we got 3.5 to go left in the first half. We're going to have a halftime get to know the athlete interview with Sierra Capeu and Elena Ingawanup at halftime, so stick around for that. There's Bobcats now in the half court. Open three-pointer for Townsley, and she buries it.
All around, it looks like the Bobcats are just a really excellent three-point shooting team.
Yep.
The names we mentioned in the pregame, Kramer and Tweet, have not hit a three in a while, and it's been the other contributors for the Benton Bobcats.
Good pass there by Rosenberger, finding Defoe down low. She gets her own offensive rebound after missing the first shot. Inside now to Morgan. Morgan, bank shot. Off the shin of Zoe Jungi. No, off of last touch by South Tama, it looks like.
Wow.
So,
I'm surprised by that call.
yeah, me too. Phillips will come in for Jungi, and she will take the ball up the court here. 2:46 to go, 39-2. Kayla Heck with the only points in the first half for South Tama. Long three-pointer by McKenna Kramer. And she is good from deep. 9 points for Kramer, all from beyond the arc. 42-2 is continuous clock. Could be instituted if we kind of keep this pace going. Cervantes, Lyons check in for Harwick and Defoe. Kramer will go to the bench for Benton Community. Cervantes inbound to Heck. Heck spin move, shot, and it's good from the right side. Nice looking shot there by Kayla Heck.
That was a nice inbound setup there for Kayla Heck to get that shot, and she was able to capitalize even with a hand in her face.
Missed three by Aubrey Kelly, and the rebound by Kayla Heck. Rosenberger tries to thread the needle down low, and it gets picked away. Bobcats on the fast break, and a foul will be called on the other end. STC gives up their 9th team foul with 1:50 to go. Second foul against Rosenberger, sending Aubrey Kelly to the line.
Some early foul trouble here for the Trojans as Sierra Capeu has 3 fouls. It's Kai Rosenberger and Kayla Heck both with 2 fouls with 1:49 left in the first half.
Kelly makes both. She's got 5 on the night. Rosenberger has her pass stripped away by Tweet. And Tweet will just take it herself into the lane and the foul. Foul's on Rosenberger, so she's got 3 now. And Tweet makes the and one. And Tweet with 15 on the night. Steal on the South Tama end. It was Kelly getting it away from the South Tama offense.
It's pass there by
Tweet finding Phillips down low, and Phillips cleans it up on the glass. Addison Phillips' first bucket of the night.
the Bobcats are doing a nice job just collapsing the Trojan defense and able to just dish it off for an easy bucket.
Rosenberger into the lane. Has it stripped away. Cervantes knocks it loose from Kelly. Three-pointer by Phillips, not there. Out of bounds on South Tama. It'll stay on the Benton side of the court. Ingewanup will check in for Rosenberger, who goes to the bench with 3 fouls. Kelly loses the thread a little bit after the inbound, gives it away to Lyons. Lyons takes it up the court. Screen by Heck, and she tried to get it to Morgan, but Morgan was not in position, and the pass goes out of bounds. "30 seconds to go here. Left in the first half. Benton Community up big. Phillips out there. Jump ball is Heck and Tweet get tangled. And some of the air definitely out of this South Tama team right now as we go to the halftime mark. Body language pretty deflated at the moment, but hard to argue is with the score the way it is. 3-pointer there by Emma Townsley. Townsley with 15, so a nice above average scoring night for her. There's a 3-pointer. I know there's a long 2 by Jeanette Cervantes. So the bucket by Cervantes will cap off the first half here live at the STC Round House. South Tama trailing big in this one, 52-6. Thanks for joining us here on Trojan Country. We'll be back after this Get to Know the Athlete interview. Thanks to our sponsors. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Weber's, Marquess and Hoyer Law, S&S Car Wash, Medicap Pharmacy, Iowa Premium, Mercy Care Tama, and the Tama Pump.
All right, hello and welcome to another STC Student Athlete Spotlight. Today I'm joined by a couple of our girls basketball players, Elena Ingewanup and Ziera Capeu. How are you guys doing today after just kind of wrapping up practice?
I'm all right.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Good, good. All right, before we talk basketball, I kind of want to just ask some broader questions just to get to know you both a little bit more. And you're both seniors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how does this year feel different than your junior or sophomore years? Can you tell a difference between how it feels to be the oldest in the school?
Yeah, I feel more like accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
like able to know I got it done.
Yeah. How about you?
I think it's just crazy that we made it this far
Yeah.
in high school and we're getting all these things done and it's about to be over with pretty soon.
Talking a little bit about family or your home life. Do you have siblings or pets? And if you do, can you tell us about some of those? If you got them? Whoever wants to go first.
I have a brother who recently just graduated last year.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a few other brothers, but they're in a different state.
Sure. Older, younger?
Older.
Older, okay. So are you the youngest then?
Yeah.
Is that, I guess you don't know about being any other type of sibling, but how has that been as the baby in the family?
Honestly, they all treat me like I'm the oldest. Really? Yeah. So
Okay.
it doesn't even feel like I'm the youngest.
Yeah, okay. How about any pets? Any pets?
No.
Okay. Sierra?
I have a lot of siblings actually, so
Yeah.
I'm almost the middle child,
Okay.
and I got 2 dogs.
Okay.
So-
What are their names?
I don't even know their names. I just play with them.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All
Didn't even
right.
name them yet.
Okay. Talking about hobbies and interests, things you do outside of school, outside of basketball. What are some hobbies that you guys have, or things that you keep busy with when you're not doing school or doing basketball?
I like arts, all types. I like painting and working with charcoal and pastels and stuff. And I recently got into spray painting, so
Oh, nice.
that's something else I look into.
Yeah. How about you?
Usually I just go work out, and I like to do graffiti. And then I recently just started boxing,
Okay.
so I think that's pretty cool.
Tell me about that. Has that been a surprising? Has there been anything that has surprised you about that experience? Has it been as fun as you thought it might be?
Honestly, I really like it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't like it before, but I tried it out and I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Are there other girls that you're able to compete with, or do you have to kind of mix in with boys as well? How does that?
It's like a mix, really.
Yeah. What do you? How you just started doing that this year?
I recently started.
What's kind of the most enjoyable part of that for you?
Honestly, I really just like training by myself most of the time, and
Gotcha.
then when I start going for competitions, it's really awesome.
Yeah. If you could have any job in the world, what do you think it would be? I mean, you're into the tail end of your high school career here. That's probably a question you get asked maybe a lot. What do you want to be when you grow up? What is that for you guys?
Me, I really like cars. I'd like to customize like some cars, or like start my own business, doing graffiti, customizing stuff,
Yeah.
or designing shoes.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Me, I want to do something that like benefits me in a way, but also others in the community and stuff. But what I've been really looking into was like either culinary arts or fashion, or just like art. Just
Something in the arts.
yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. When you think about heroes, the word hero, is there a person that comes to mind for you? Either somebody you know or maybe somebody you don't know that you look up to?
I have
Who would those be?
kind of a lot. One would be my grandpa.
Yeah.
Yes, he was someone I looked up to in a lot, like just because he was able to carry himself in a great way, in a strong way,
Mm-hmm.
and I look
Yeah.
up to him for that.
Nice. How about you, Elena?
My uncle, we really talk a lot, and like he gives me advice on a lot of things, even at school and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy it.
Nice. What are their names? Let's say their names. What? Your
Dennis, Kiana.
Dennis and.
Ernest Robert. Jr.
All right. Great. Is there anything that do you have like a unique skill, a unique talent, or something that somebody would be surprised to know about you if they'd met you for the first time?
Honestly, I'd say boxing, because like
Yeah.
you've barely ever seen a girls that box.
Sure.
You'd think they just do all these same girly stuff that they do.
Yeah. All right. And then switching over to basketball a little bit. How long have you guys been playing basketball? What got you into it? And then also what has kept you going into the high school years as well?
I started in 7th grade. That's when I started taking it more serious.
Yeah.
And I played my freshman and half of my sophomore year, but junior year I did not play. But what got me back into it was just having something to do and look forward to, and something to work towards. And it was just fun, like something to have on the side to do, and get to meet new people and play with new people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I like about it.
Nice. How about you?
I started in 3rd grade. That was like the only year I first ever played, and then I had a gap year and played in 7th grade. And then I played until 9th grade, then I didn't play for like the rest. And then I started in junior year.
Okay.
And
So you
then-
just kind of jump back in.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Honestly, it was kind of crazy because some of the coaches that I played with weren't really fair. And like, I don't know, I didn't really like it. But I really enjoy playing basketball.
Yeah.
It really helps me a lot, and it's really fun.
Is there been a moment this season that's been a highlight? I know you guys have had some tough games, but also a couple close ones, and the first game also an exciting one. Has there been a moment that stuck out from the season so far?
Like for all of us, or
Yeah, as a team or individually, or just a moment in a game that you scored or did something that you felt really great about?
I think as a team, I like how we're defensively getting better and able to shoot more and getting more confident in ourselves. But for me, what was the highlight is that I'm able to put more shots up and score more, and then I feel more confident in myself. So that's good for me.
Yeah.
And for the team, I think.
Nice. Anything come to mind, Elena?
Being more aggressive on the court. It used to be like really soft and like just wouldn't do anything. But I really like how as a team we all play together and just be aggressive and like just know what you're supposed to do and work together.
Yeah. What do you feel like the team needs to do, or is there one or two things that come to mind when you think about trying to improve on where you are at this point of the season and where you want to be at the end of the season? Are there parts of the game that you feel like this is where we really need to get the most improvement?
Sometimes, like when it's a really close game, I feel like we need to be able to like push ourselves and not give up and not get so stuck in our heads, and you know what I mean, and not get mad and just throw it up all the way. I just feel like we need to be able to keep ourselves composed and confident. So that's what I think we need to work on.
Improvement points come to mind for you?
Like during the end towards the game, I think that we all need to stop like overthinking it when it's like really close, because I feel like that's what we do a lot. Like we're so close and then they overthink it and then they just throw the ball away.
Sure.
Like we just need to relax and just do what we do best.
Last question. What comes to mind when you think about any advice that you would have for young kids that are just thinking about what sport they might try out or play? Is there any advice that you would have for young basketball players that are just getting started?
Definitely try it. Go for it, and if it's not for you, then don't do it. But if you really find yourself like able to just look into it as something to like let yourself go, or if you have problems at home or anything, just if it's an outlet for you, then continue to do it and work at it.
Sure. And you?
Honestly, just do what you want to do. Like if you really love it, just take it. It really works. I promise you, it really does. Just have fun. Don't need to overthink it or anything. Just do it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, girls, for the time. Best of luck on the rest of the season, and we'll catch you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, welcome back live. And we're just starting the third quarter here at the Round House, STC in Benton Community. The Bobcats leading big 52-6 as South Tama misses on their first trip down the court. Keith, if you can quickly give us some stats from the first half.
So for the Benton Bobcats, Emily Townsend had 15. Piper Nelson did not score, sorry. McKenna Kramer had 9. Aubrey Kelly had 4. Jenna Tweet also had 15. And Zoe Jungi had 6. And for the Trojans, Kayla Heck had 4 and Jeanette Cervantes had 2.
So that takes us up to where we are here. South Tama with their starters on the court. Jeanette Cervantes, Arrow Lyons, Emma Harwick, Kayla Heck, and Takaya Rosenberger. And a fresh set of Bobcats onto the court for Coach Zittergren. They include Jenna DeMoss, number 34. She's a junior. Number 30, sophomore Hannah Greiner. Number 32, Anna Glawi. She's a sophomore. Number 15, Tatum Schroeder, another sophomore. And number 11, Laura Jungi, another sophomore. So we'll see how the sophomore Bobcats line up against STC here. Arrow Lions in a scramble. Ball just kind of hot potatoing around a little bit. But finally a foul. No, an out of bounds is called. Glawi from the bottom. Bobcats get the offensive rebound. And there's Laura Jungi from the 3. A foul underneath the hoop will stop the action. It's going to go against Cervantes, her second. And now Anna Glawi at the line, missing her first. She'll have one more. Misses both, and we stay at 53-6. Cervantes the rebound. Now Heck to Lyons, and Lyons throws it away down low. Schroeder sprinting up the court, has it stolen away by Heck. Neither team really settling in at all in this third quarter yet. There's Arrow Lions with the turnaround jumper. Her first points tonight. Lions leading the team in scoring, albeit a small margin, but has been the scoring leader for the Trojans. There's a three by Glaoui. Anna Glaoui for three. She's got 4 total. Kayla Heck from the right elbow. Airballs it out of bounds. Bobcat ball. Trojan Country will next be in action on Friday of next week. We're going to have a kind of a late week. We've got Jam the Gym night coming up on Friday with girls and boys hosting the Vinton-Shellsburg Vikings. And so it's going to be the Booster Jam the Gym evening, and we'll have both games live from the Round House here. That'll be starting around 6 o'clock with the girls' game, followed by the boys' game. A foul over on the South Tama end. And a new, goodness gracious, 10 new players into the court. Let's see if we get all their numbers. For South Tama, it's going to be Paige Krosky, Sienna Defoe, Azalee Morgan, Elena Ingawanup, and Zara Capeu. And we're going to need a second on these Benton players. Foul on the inbound pass. Call against Krosky. For Benton, we've got number 40, Kaylin Kuiper. She's a freshman. Number 25, Haley Suter, a freshman. Number 2, Sophia Seek, another freshman. Into the lane there is Aubrey Kelly. We saw Kelly in the first half, but she's I think just getting the freshman group onto the court here, along with Jada Lyons. Lyons a junior, so Lyons kind of leading as the ball handler and the point guard with freshmen around here. Here's Sienna Defoe from the right side. Missed shot, rebound by Kuiper. Bobcats in the fast break. Kuiper from 3, and it's no good. Capeu and Suter tie up for a jump ball. It will be, the arrow will be with South Tama. So next week it'll be Jam the Gym on Friday, and then we'll be live from Independence High School for the WaMaC tournament, the WaMaC wrestling meet. It'll be a day of pretty high quality wrestling action. So tune in Saturday for some wrestling. The Trojans will take on Center Point Urbana on Tuesday, so get out and cheer on the Trojans if you can. And then we'll catch up with the basketball teams on Friday against Benton. There's a fast break and a bucket by Aubrey Kelly for Benton Community. Capeu, shot is blocked, but a foul in the lane.
Even though this is a younger Bobcat team on the court, they're still able to get up the court pretty quickly and beat the Trojans back on defense.
Foul is on Kelly. That is her second. Capeu misses both. Rebound goes to Benton. And like you said, here comes the Bobcats just on a track meet downhill. Seek just shot out ahead of the defense. Felt like she was 5 yards ahead of everybody, and then a foul underneath the hoop. Non-shooting foul, so stays with and kind of a interesting little exchange there as the inbound pass gets tipped right back to the to the Bobcat inbounder, and it got turned over to South Tama. But a steal by Kuiper on the South Tama offensive side gives it back to the Bobcats. Now a foul. It's going to be against Morgan. A little bump on Kelly there down the sideline. Minute 20 to go here in the third quarter. Kuiper from 3, no good. Morgan, the rebound, but she'll put the brakes on. Throws it to Krosky. And off the foot of Defoe. The ball goes out of bounds. Air ball 3 by Lions. Rebound picked up by Morgan. And Morgan throws it away. Seek into the lane, kicks it out to Kelly for 3. Hard off the backboard and a foul underneath the hoop.
That was the 4th foul on Zara Capeyu. A little bit of frustration on her part. I can see it in her in her body language a little bit.
Haley Suter at the line makes the first shot. Yeah, she got those first ones tacked on early, or as soon as she got into the game nearly, and got to be kind of a frustrating thing to kind of be stopped up short like that.
Yep.
As soon as you're looking to get involved. Krosky dribbles out, baseline shot, no good. Kuiper the rebound and a foul. And another set of Bobcats coming into the game. We've got to be circling back around. They don't have another set, do they?
I believe they are circling back around.
Okay,
yes.
good. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Trojan Country.
2022 marks the 95th year in business for the State Bank of Toledo since opening in 1927. The State Bank of Toledo is Trojan Country's hometown bank, supporting its customers with loyal, friendly, and fair customer service. With 2 convenient locations, a full-service investment center, 24-hour ATM service, and online banking, you can't go wrong making State Bank of Toledo your financial services choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming out of the timeout, South Tama trailing 60-8 in what has been a dominant performance by the number 4 ranked Benton Bobcats here at the Round House this evening. Earning their billing as one of the best in the state in Class 3A. And a very dangerous team as a shooting unit. Be interesting to see how they'd fare against a really strong post, or really strong front court, I want to say it that way maybe. I don't know that they're the tallest team out there. They definitely don't have a true 5. Think of the kind of prototype that we've got Audie Crooks over there in northern Iowa, just that really dominant, tall, strong, big-bodied center. We've seen a few of those this season, but this Benton team does not have that, but they've got speed. They're very sound. Did not see a lot of mistakes in that first half. A few turnovers, but the shots were on. The free throws are on, and that is huge in the postseason. And a team of experienced upperclassmen, too, that have been around a little bit. Should spell good things for this Bobcat team as they continue on this season. We're into the 4th quarter now. South Tama has yet to break double figures. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with the Bobcats. On the court for STC at the moment, Azalee Morgan, Sienna Defoe, Paige Krosky, Elena Ingowanup, and Takaya Rosenberger. Backcourt violation gives it over to the Trojans. And we go back the other way. Ball stolen away down low by Tatum Schroeder. And the Bobcats have it once again, but Defoe tipped it out of bounds. Stop the action there. There's Hannah Greiner, dribbling hard, passing out. Greiner lofts it down low, but it goes out of bounds. It was Jenna DeMoss.
I really like what I'm seeing on defense from Takaya Rosenberger. She hasn't given up on top guarding the main point guard for the Bobcats all night, and she's still hustling out there. And
Yeah.
that's what you can do right now is just play your best and just work hard and get better individually.
Morgan contesting the shot, but the putback is good for Benton Community. Here's Rosenberger charging into the lane. Shots blocked, loose ball, scramble. And a travel called against Glowy for Benton Community. Inbound pass stolen away. Here comes Benton in the fast break. Greiner had it tipped away by Rosenberger. And Schroeder will, Laura Jungi will draw the foul on Rosenberger. So that will be the fourth now on Rosenberger. So, and you have Capello for 4 as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so we got 2 with 4. With 3:50 to go. Strong move into the lane there by Schroeder, and a foul after the missed shot. It's going to be on Defoe. It's going to be on Krosky. She's got 2, though. Suter missing the first shot. Fresh 5 coming in for South Tama. Heck, Cervantes, Harwick, Lyons, and Capello. Arrow Lyons the rebound. Lyons turns and fires. Gets her own rebound, and South Tama now in double figures after the bucket from Arrow Lyons.
It was a nice post up by Arrow Lyons. She was able to just seal her man down low, and Kayla Heck was able to find her with a nice pass.
Callan Kuiper will go to the line for Benton Community. Not sure who got that foul yet. It's going to be Cervantes with her 3rd. Kuiper, one more shot. Heck gives off to Capello. Lyons from the top of the key. Harwick driving into the lane, misses the shot. Heck gets tangled up. In and out jumper from Kayla Heck. Last touched, the loose ball was last touched by the Bobcats, so it'll stay on the South Tama end. Lions quick shot. Heck, the rebound and the putback. Harwick gets it rejected. And a foul is called finally. And it's going to be on Lions. Missed free throw on the 1-and-1. And the Trojans come down with the rebound. Kayla Heck. Now Capeu, top of the key. Missed pass, loose ball, and Lions with it now near the half-court line. Inbound pass to Heck. Heck turns around, fires from the left. Not there. Bobcats the rebound. Minute to go here. Live from the Round House.
That was the 5th on Zara Capello, so she'll sit out the rest of this game with 1 minute left.
Paige Krosky coming on for the STC. As that was, who we got up there? Is that can you see a number from where you are?
4.
4?
Wait, no.
No,
2.
2.
I'm sorry.
Sophia Seek, 1-and-1 on the free throw, made her first. Arrow Lions, long 3, not there. .30 seconds left, maybe one more possession. Benton Community will go on to a 13-2 overall record. South Tama will fall to 1-15. Cervantes, open look from the right, and she scores 2, now 12 for STC. 67-12, and the Bobcats will hold it out. Final score here at the Roundhouse, 67, Benton, South Tama 12. We'll be right back with a quick wrap-up. You're listening to Trojan Country. All right, welcome back live from the STC Round House. Darvin Graham and Keith Kiana with you as the Trojan girls fall to Benton 67-12. Also, the boys losing tonight over in Van Horn 66-38. The final there over in the boys game. And Keith, I'm going to throw it to you if you can give us some unofficial post-game stats for us.
So for South Tama, we had 3 players score tonight. We had Jeanette Cervantes, Kayla Heck, and Arrow Lyons, each scoring 4 apiece. And for the Benton Bobcats, they got out and ran away with it from the beginning. So Emma Townsley had 15. Sophia Seek had 1. McKenna Kramer 9. Aubrey Kelly 7. Leading overall scorer for the Bobcats, Jenna Tweet had 15. Zoe Jungi had 6. Hannah Greiner had 2. Anna Glau had 4. Jenna DeMoss 2. Kaylin Kuiper 6.
All right, so there you have it. The Bobcats getting their first win against STC. They'll face off again on, play again on February 7th is the next time these two teams will play. Next up for the, next up for the Bobcats, they're going to take on Waverly Shell Rock on Saturday, and then they're going to host Williamsburg on Tuesday. That's the Bobcats' upcoming schedule. For the Trojans, the girls will host Center Point Urbana on Tuesday. South Tama will travel to take on the Pointers over there in Urbana. And then they'll host Benton. Both the boys and girls teams will host the Vikings on Friday for Jam the Gym night. Make sure you get out and cheer on the Trojans for that one. As with the Pin the Gym night, the STC Boosters will be raffling off a special wall hanging decor piece of art there. It's going to be it's about a poster size cutout from the Jumbotron scoreboard that hung above the roundhouse here for the better part of 2 to 3 decades, something like that, since the mid-'90s. And it's got the Trojan head logo on there. And so that's going to be raffled off. You can check that out. It's currently sitting over at the State Bank of Toledo downtown branch. You can buy some get your raffle tickets ahead of time over at the State Bank of Toledo or during the game with the Boosters. That's free popcorn, Jam the Gym night, and all kinds of fun going on next Friday here at the Roundhouse. We'll have girls and boys action live for you here on Trojan Country. And then coming up next Saturday, we're going to have the WaMaC tournament for the wrestlers. It'll be the boys WaMaC tournament. It'll be live from Independence High School, so we're going to have that one live for you as well here on Trojan Country. So all kinds of fun stuff coming up. And Keith, what do you have coming up this weekend? What's coming up in your life?
So this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I have Iowa Heartlanders hockey games to work.
There you go.
So I'll get back to Coralville tomorrow and cheer on the Heartlanders. And if anyone out there hasn't checked out the Iowa Heartlanders, I highly recommend watching a hockey game in Coralville. They're brand new. It's only their second season, so they're just getting their foot in the door.
And is that at the new Extreme Arena down there?
That is, yes.
So yeah,
the new Extreme, where the South Tama boys just played Solon last week. So that is the home of the Iowa Heartlanders, and
hockey's one of those things where it's you don't kind of appreciate it until you get into a game and really kind of feel the
100% agree
the atmosphere of it. So yeah, we got some teams here in the state that you can kind of get into some hockey if you want to check that out. So
tickets usually are about range from $10 to $15. So
affordable at that.
Affordable price to see some professional hockey. So
you bet. All right. Well, I hope everybody out there in Trojan Country land has a great weekend. Thanks for being with us here this evening. We will see you next week. And with that, for Keith Kiana, I'm Darvin Graham. We'll say good night and go Trojans.